And welcome to Everyday Hip Hop. She's not
Cayman. I don't care about a mixtape. You know how many people just drop mixtapes?
To that. Oh, they thought I was soft? Slap somebody. Come watch Bad Boys. Oh, I slapped somebody. Let me redeem myself. Book. Look, there's gonna be a book coming soon if it hasn't already came. It's the redemption tour, Cayman.
Yeah, he did.
And welcome to Everyday Hip Hop. My name is Cayman.
And I'm Xavier.
And we are coming to you guys live from the Black Ambition Media channel. So, welcome to Black Ambition Media, your hub for engaging and diverse content, from The Rising, where we dive into black culture and politics, to Everyday Hip Hop with music reviews and hip hop debates, and another sports podcast for the latest sports news. We've got something for everyone. Subscribe now and stay informed, inspired, and entertained.
Yeah.
We've been away for a minute, for about a week, Xavier, and a lot of things been going on. Joey Badass is no longer relevant in hip hop news anymore.
I mean, was he relevant before that even anyway? Like,
Yes. I mean, we
stop it. Nobody's talking
he
about
started
Joey
the
Badass
year
since 2014.
He started the year out.
Who did?
Joey Badass.
But I'm saying before that, was he even relevant?
No.
Exactly. So
But
before that, he wasn't relevant. Dropped the trash. After that, less relevant somehow, which is crazy because Joey was really. You couldn't tell me he wasn't that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he dropped his album in, I think it was like 2020 or 2022, maybe, the one with "This For My People."
Right, that was like 2017.
Like that
Rockabye Baby was on that.
Like that was still a really great project. But for me, like I think we sometimes forget how young Joey was when he first came out. When he dropped
17, right?
1999.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, he might be in the same class as a Kendrick or as a J. Cole, as a Drake, but he is 10 plus years younger than those guys, and he as an artist still needs that time to really mature and find his sound. Because honestly, 2014, 2020, 2024, I can't tell a difference between Joey Badass. Like, it just sounds like Joey Badass, and that's not a bad thing, but it really does show his kind of like lack of depth as an artist, and he's trying to swim in the same pool as artists who have really shown that they're on a different level, and he hasn't shown that he's on a different level. He's over here getting ate up by Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn dusted that man.
You had the Ray Vaughn response. You had the Daylight response. So people were responding. Maybe he got jumped. Maybe, but he
for sure got jumped.
What was the name of the first track? The Ruler's Back.
Something like that.
And then the other one was
Sorry Not Sorry.
Sorry Not Sorry. Which was not a response directly to anybody, but just kind of, hey, I don't know. So.
Right. Like, exactly. I don't know. Why did you drop that?
Right.
Like, even his first track, The Ruler's Back, outside of that one bar of too much West Coast D-licking, other than that bar, you could not tell me this was a diss track towards Kendrick. That could have been a diss track towards anybody outside of that one bar. And it wasn't even his bar. It was a homage. Homage?
To Jay-Z.
It wasn't his shit.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
And Sorry Not Sorry, he doesn't really give me anything that says this is my second track in this battle. Ray Vaughn dealt with them first track. Daylight gave him some soft jabs, kind of was just like testing the waters, like, hey, I'm here too, which way do you want to go with this? I do respect New York type of thing, which as the professional battle rapper of the group, I was expecting a little bit more out of that. But he did give us a new track about 4 or 5 days ago. It's a few letters. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I'm not sure what that.
You're talking about Daylight.
Yeah, Daylight. It was like FHR or something like that. 5.5 minute track. It's pretty long. I did send you. We can go over it now or later or whatever. But I did want you to listen to a section from that track. It was very long, so we ain't about to listen to the full 5.5 minutes. But if we're just talking about lyrical execution, rapping ability, that is a great song, a great 5 minutes. But nothing about that says, hey, yeah, this is a diss track. And I don't know if we're just spoiled now because we just had the best rap battle of possibly all of hip hop with Kendrick and Drake. So now we just look at everything that isn't as hype as not as good. But this Joey Badass battle is kind of whack.
Right, that's how it feels like. And we're not going to start our A block of everyday hip hop with Daylight, so we'll talk about that later.
Bro.
I know. Hey, respect to Daylight though.
Haters.
Respect to Daylight. Kendrick did say in his interview that, you know, he respects battle rap and all that, all the fun stuff. But what do you want to start with, Xavier? Do you want to start with the Gelo snippets? We can listen to those. Do you want to start with the Lil Wayne announcement? Do you want to start with some album reviews with Larry June and 2 Chainz and The Weeknd? Where do you want to start today?
Let's
on
start with
everyday
some.
hip hop.
Let's start with some energy. Put that Gelo on.
Okay, let's put that Gelo on. All right, let me find that Gelo.
Hey, because it might not be a popular take, and I'm finding out more and more that it's not. But
Okay,
I like him.
really?
I'm down with Gelo. I like the Gelo. I'm on the Gelo train.
Okay, you're on the Gelo train. I'm not gonna lie. What was the name of the first record? Tweaker.
Tweaker. I was
Okay.
about to say swerve.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. I liked the hook of that song. I didn't like nothing else, Xavier.
I loved the hook of the song, and I was not mad at anything else.
Okay. So,
Which I think is good for a song that blows up on TikTok, because a lot of times you like what you hear on TikTok, then you go listen to the whole song, and you're like, could have kept it.
Right. So he did drop a snippet on Plaque Boy Max. There
yeah.
you go. Plaque Boy Max's stream. Let's listen here.
I saw them hitting their little, yeah. That's what Taylor Swift was hitting at the Grammys. Yeah.
This bitch feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just rolled up a fucking quarter. Then when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pins, drop 9 on this strip, fuck dressing formal. 2 guns on my hip, this bitch feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just rolled up a fucking quarter.
He definitely got a sound.
He definitely got a sound.
Definitely got a sound.
Drop 9 on this strip, fuck
2005.
in the strip club, gang flood bands every
Okay.
This is like some ice cream paint job. Like,
Okay.
Gelo definitely got a sound, and we love bringing back old trends. And I'm not mad at someone bringing back like that 2005 candy paint kind of Texas style Southern rap. It was a great part of rap history, and to think of a Ball brother bringing that back is kind of crazy. But at the same time, who else?
All right, so that was one song, and then there's another one. Can you please? Did you hear this one too?
I think so, because I didn't hear the first one.
Okay. Oh, okay. You didn't hear
No, I
the
didn't
Law
hear
and
the first
Order.
one. I'm liking that.
Okay.
Sign me up.
This is Can You Please? Let's see. Dang, it don't want to load. Hold on.
It's the government.
play a little bit.
Yeah, I think this is the one. This is the one.
The one you heard. Okay.
Yeah. Come on. We got the glove? Hey. Come on, man. Stop it.
Okay, so
I
I'm
think
not
the
mad.
best thing Gelo ever did was steal them glasses. Because now this is what we get.
Stop, Xavier.
Could you imagine if he was just playing for the Hornets or something?
We would have never got this.
We would have never got this.
I mean, I get it.
Not
I ain't
everybody's,
mad
not
at
everybody's Miles Bridges are
LaMelo Ball, his brother, or
Who's the
anything
other
like
nigga?
that.
Damian Lillard. I was like,
Why you go from Miles Bridges to Damian Lillard?
Don't Damian Lillard be rapping?
Oh, you're right. Okay. I didn't see the.
He's
I didn't
a
even see the
Dame
parallel.
Dollar hater. Get him, Dame.
I didn't even see
I
the
know one of Dame's cousins. I'm gonna get him on you.
I didn't even see the parallel, but Xavier, he is really impressing me with the snippets that he has released.
I'm saying.
So he's showing that he's more than a one-hit wonder. He's showing me that he has more tricks under the sleeve now. It goes into a lot when we're talking about artist development, when we're talking about rappers, when we're talking about actually the maturation process of becoming an artist and developing your skill, and niggas doing motherfucking wheelies and shit.
I'm saying, y'all dudes that love cars,
right?
Y'all really grind my gears. Cause what's the deal? Y'all just like noise,
right? So
I like looking at the car, but just noise,
right?
I'm hating because I've been in the car when they was hitting that thing and that was fun.
Yeah, like I said,
that nigga work at Chevron.
Like I'm really surprised that he. I mean, I expected it. You sign an $8 million deal with Def Jam, and you have to have something. Nothing. I mean,
Chanel Coast signed a deal.
Chanel West Coast
signed a deal with Young Money.
Somewhere. I think Young Money. But at the same time, they're not just giving out deals, especially in this day and age in 2025, Xavier, like they were before.
I feel like that's exactly when they're just giving out deals.
The music industry, to me, is winding down. I don't think they're just giving out money. I think that Gelo Ball contract had a lot of stipulations in it that maybe we don't know about, but it's up to $13 million. It said $8 million when it was first broken, but what really are you getting up front of that? Or do you have to deliver? So I am just happy that one of LeVar's kids, one of LeVar's sons, has more in the tuck in order to, get his money from Def Jam. So
right, because
salute to him.
One thing we always talk about with an artist is depth, and we see that Gelo gave us Tweaker, but then he's following that up with songs in a different sound. So he's just not sticking to what worked for him.
Are they different? They're all in the same family.
They're all in the same
but it's not the same song. Okay, yeah.
All in the same decade.
Right.
But I would say
it's on the same album.
same album,
yeah.
Same album, different styles, I would say. I would say Please is a lot more club. I can see that at like a strip club or like a bar. Maybe not a bar, but like a club. I can see that being
bar
played.
Too, yeah. A club, definitely.
Yes, but Tweaker, I would just say that's social media song. Some of these songs I could see being played outside of social media, and that's not something I was originally thinking with Tweaker. So I'm on the train.
All right. So you want to talk about the remix? Let's. I think that would be a perfect segue into the Lil Wayne announcement after this. So let's talk about Lil Wayne on this song. Tweaker did get a remix. Why are you so dead about it? Come on, man. That's Lil Wayne,
I know, and that's what it sounded like.
Right. So let's listen to a little bit of this Tweaker remix.
Baby, I cross your ass up like Jesus, baby. I reheat this baby, then eat this baby. And I lay this bitch like Victoria's Secrets, baby. This for the tweakers, baby. It's safe, baby. Easy hits and make up pistol features.
Don't say it like it's boring.
I'm trying.
Money all out the pocket like a mud dog. Sunning these niggas like a ball more out.
Hey. Come on. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
That's all I said.
I'm not gonna lie. Gelo had the best verse of the song.
Stop, Xavier.
Gelo had the best verse.
You're not.
I'm just not sold.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You're not sold on the remix.
I'm just not. Not sold on. I'm not sold on Wayne's verse.
Okay.
Like, of course, it's a great verse. Mm-hmm. It's a good addition to the song because it's Lil Wayne. Of course, it's gonna be a good verse. But if you were just to tell me, hey, Lil Wayne just dropped a verse for the remix of Tweaker, and you'd ask me to hum what I think it would sound like,
that would be it.
That's exactly what I would have gave you. So like, it just sounded like something that he had to tuck, made some slight changes to, which there's no shade to that. Like, I don't expect Lil Wayne to be in the cut like, I'm really about to write some straight fire to this TikTok song.
Right.
But at the same time, like, Coming off of Collab.
Stop. Is that his last project? Is that Wayne's last project that
I think so.
came out?
I think so.
I don't know about
I could
that.
double check, but I think so. And you know how I feel about Collab. I'm so glad we were able to get something new from Chainz.
Check Wayne's discography because I think shout out to Gelo Ball. Let's close the Gelo Ball topic by just saying shout out to Gelo Ball.
Shout out Gelo.
LeVar Ball has raised 3 men that have made millions and millions, so we're always going to respect the black fathers, especially on Black History Month. Xavier?
Amen. And yes, Collab is Wayne's last album.
So Collab is Wayne's last album, and Lil Wayne had an announcement for us. I believe on Monday or Tuesday, Xavier, there was this announcement.
Any more collab albums?
There was an announcement that there was an announcement. So on Thursday, Lil Wayne dropped a promo commercial.
Just ruin my day, why don't you?
He dropped a promo commercial letting people know that the Carter 6 will be out. And let me get the exact date, Xavier. I believe it's June 18th. I want to double check on that.
Oh, is that around the same time we're going to get the Fall Off?
The Fall Off is supposed to come before Dreamville Fest, and that's in April, so.
April 27?
2025.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Do you think we're actually going to get it?
We better.
We play some bets?
I bet there's a Joey Badass diss on there, too.
I bet that we don't get nothing else from Joey Badass.
All right, Xavier. June 6th. June 6th, Lil Wayne is releasing the Carter 6. Do you have any anticipation for this album? What do you think this album is going to sound like? What are you expecting from Wayne on this album?
I'm expecting similar to what I got on Collab too. Like, yes, it's great songs,
Good raps,
great rapping ability.
There you go.
Because of who it is.
Right.
But I don't know if Wayne is at the stage of his career where he's really wanting to give us really creative renditions of music. Maybe he's on a new wave since he feels so much spite in his heart for being robbed from the Super Bowl that he's just gonna give us something great and innovative, some fireman, something that we haven't heard since 2003. That's the best case scenario. But at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be something that he's already had in the vault for a long time, that he's like, all right, now is the time to finally release this. I don't think it's going to be anything that's staying on the charts for a long time. But will you listen to this and be like, man, he's really rapping? Yeah, of course. But other than, man, he was really rapping, I don't think you're going to be like, man, this is the best thing I've ever heard. Man, this is the best album of the year. Man, I might be a hater, but it is what it is. Like, it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be amazing.
What did you think about the rollout with the commercial and everybody's sensitive and all that? What did you think about that whole ordeal?
For the last year, since 2024, every time I see Lil Wayne sitting down and talking to the camera, it's terrible.
Stop. That commercial was not that bad, Xavier. Do not kill that commercial like that.
He did the Drake thing. Something's happening that I don't like. I'm going to go overseas.
Where do you think Drake got it from?
Yeah.
It's the Young Money handbook. And I keep
that
on
whole
seeing,
Young Money group is...
I keep on seeing a tweet,
interesting.
and it's saying the Young Money downfall. And I'm glad Sam is right
I
here.
need that documentary.
Right, because the Young Money downfall is true and in full effect. And
the only one that lasted the test of time was Chanel West Coast. My cookie is so yummy. My cookie is so sweet.
not even Tyga.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all be hating on Tyga. I like Tyga.
Tyga had a couple good years.
Switch Lanes is one of the best hip hop songs of our generation.
All right. Anyway, I liked the Wayne commercial. He's doing a lot. I hope the album and the music live up to the hype that he is building around it. I don't know what to expect from this album, honestly.
I just told you.
Carter 5. It took so long for Carter 5 to come out. He had
and
different
how did you
legal
feel when
issues.
you listened to it? And how did you feel when you finally listened to the Carter 5?
It had Mona Lisa on there. I mean, it had some other stuff. If it wasn't for Wayne, it wouldn't be.
I did like that song.
There was some other cool stuff on there, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, they had a couple standout tracks, but overall it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And how long were we waiting on that? I just feel like it's gonna be the same thing, and unfortunately, I really do feel like that's what it's gonna be like with Cole as well. Like, I just feel like the hype is going to take away from the music. We've been waiting for it so long. I don't think there's no amount of...
I mean, this is the fall off you're talking about with Cole, where we've been hearing about this album for the last, 5 years, ever since... what's the album where he had Kill Edwards on there in 1985 and Kevin's Heart? And
that's KOD.
KOD is...
That's like 2018.
That's when we saw the timeline, something like that. So that, yeah, like you said, 2018, we've been hearing about the fall off for a long time.
Inching on 10 years. Nigga, where's the album?
What do you think about Wayne saying he's not going to the Super Bowl? He's locked in.
Like I said, he took a play out of Drake's playbook. Maybe Drake got it from Wayne's playbook.
Right.
Drake said, something's happening that I don't like. I'm going to go overseas so I can distract myself. Wayne's like, I don't even want to be in the city of New Orleans at all. I'm going to my studio and blah blah blah. And he's really gonna sit here and act like he's... I don't care about all the people saying that Wayne is just so oblivious, he don't be paying attention to what be going on. Right. Wayne has been acting like he knows what's been going on lately. Right. He feels like he knows he's been getting passed up on a lot of opportunities.
Is it the PR team or is it Wayne?
It's definitely his PR team, because isn't his DJ his manager now?
Something like that. Something like that.
So I'm assuming the DJ is really gonna be like, Wayne, that was supposed to be for us. You're supposed to be on that stage.
I mean, it's New Orleans, so stop, Xavier. Let's not.
Bro, we've already said how many Super Bowls have been in New Orleans. Wayne's been rapping since 1987. Come on. This ain't the first Super Bowl performance in New Orleans.
That is true.
There has been arguably better opportunities for Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl when he was in a more peak performing.
1000%. But at those times, you have to throw Bell. You have to say this, and you have to be historically you have to be historically correct, Xavier. They were not giving Super Bowl performances to hip hop acts, solo performances at the time. I mean, you may come out and feature at those times, but hip hop acts were not getting those opportunities back then when Wayne was peak Wayne. Now, you could say peak Wayne should still be peak Wayne now. He's not terribly old.
He's not terribly old, but what I'm saying is...
He hasn't kept himself in the best shape.
Well,
but
facts.
When he was in his prime, those opportunities weren't there to be the main event or headliner at the Super Bowl, is all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is, opportunity or not, I ain't never heard him complain this much.
I understand that. I understand
I wanted to perform on the Super Bowl stage for my mama. Stop it. Stop it. But overall, I to say all that, I'm still excited for
just to hear raps.
Just to hear raps. Just because I like music.
Right.
I just want to listen for the sake of listening to it. But as far as anticipation, I'm not expecting too much, which honestly could lead to a better enjoyment for me overall, going into it with no expectations. But I don't think Wayne has knocked the socks off of nobody in a long time.
Agreed. Going into more media that was done, Kendrick Lamar had a press conference during the press for the Super Bowl halftime performance. Ebro and Nadeska were his interviewers. He also did something with actor
Willy Wonka, Timothy Chalamet.
So let's take a listen to what Kendrick Lamar had to say with what headspace he was in 2024. And let me say this real quick. True TDE fans, me and you, people that have listened to the music for a long time, I think both of us have the same opinion with this. We thought Drake had an opportunity to win this battle based on public perception. We never thought that Drake had an ability to win this battle based on rapping ability. Like,
that's where we'll diverge a little bit. I do think, yes, public perception, Drake could have swept this easy money. But if he really just would have hunkered down, gave it his all, hired the right ghostwriter, I think Drake has the rapping ability to beat Kendrick Lamar. I think he does. Whether or not he actually uses his abilities for good, With great
How
power
does
comes
Kendrick Lamar-
with great power comes with great responsibility.
How does Drake have the same? You just said
We
he had to
know
go
Drake-
high. Hold on. You just say he had to go hire the right ghostwriter and get with the right people.
I didn't say writing ability, or I didn't say lyricism. I said rapping ability. Rapping ability is just your flow and your inflections.
Maybe I'm saying this wrong. Who has the superior rapping ability? Who's a better rapper? Xavier, like by far for the last 10 years, who's been the better rapper as far as just plain rapping? Who's been the
Who
who's
has
been better?
the better rapper?
Yes.
Kendrick has been
For the last
better
10
rapper.
years.
But
So we knew
who
back
has
in
the potential to be the better rapper? The lawsuit.
who would you have picked in a battle in 2014? Would you?
Ooh, that would have been good. I'm not even gonna lie. They should have did that 10 years ago. Dang. I might have gave it to Drake.
10 years ago, you would have gave
I might have.
this battle to Drake.
I might have.
This man is on here capping, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy.
We're not gonna sit here and like
What's in your
all,
drink,
all
sir?
of his tomfoolery and bull and
All his
antics
tomfoolery
aside,
and bull and all that
10
aside,
years ago, Drake was rapping for real.
Xavier, there's not been a time in history where Drake was on the same rap ability as Kendrick Lamar. Not one time on this fucking earth.
No, but when that fire
Because-
is on that booty, you really show who you are. And I think Drake has shown waves of potential to being on that type of
Yes,
caliber.
but I don't.
And I think if at that time when he really was at his peak, I don't think Drake's at his peak anymore. Drake was at his peak a few years ago, 10 years ago. If this would have happened 10 years ago and Drake had that fire in him to really go in there and want to burn some stuff down, if he still had Daylight on his team, that would have been a good battle.
If he still had people on his team like Xavier, I just don't feel like in any point in time there was a time where this wouldn't have went the way it went. I think maybe he would have rapped better,
You still would have sued.
but 1000%. But people are saying, "Oh, Family Matters was such a great song," so
It
he's
wasn't.
still getting it. You said what?
It wasn't.
It wasn't to me either.
It was not.
Like when you look back at it, the middle part of it when he sniped up A$AP Rocky in The Weeknd was good.
Every time he dissed anybody else, anytime Drake dissed anyone other than Kendrick, I was like, okay,
It was good.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, Rocky, get him,
Get him.
But then we're back to the short jokes, and I'm like, oh, here we go, here we go again.
Right. So I just felt like during this interview, Kendrick was like, I'm not in a headspace that I wasn't in before. Like, people that know me since I was 15 years old, since I've been writing raps, knew what I was capable of, knew what I really did on wax. And I just feel like a lot of the fans like us knew what he was capable of, at least as far as Kendrick Lamar, his rapping ability, and what he could do and perform,
Of course.
and get to this level. So that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm like, yes, we did give Drake a chance in this battle based on, to me, solely me, public perception. There's no way in hell did I ever think that Drake lyrically could ever beat Kendrick Lamar in a rap battle. It just doesn't compose to me as a victory, me knowing what a killer Kendrick is,
Right.
based on the records.
Hey, and anything could happen,
Right,
So
right.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that Drake couldn't beat Kendrick in just a straight rap battle if he really just kept it rap. I think that would be a good battle. I think his public perception would carry him over that hump, because I don't think they're the same caliber of rapper by any means.
Right. Oh, that's
But-
all I'm saying.
But yeah, but Drake does have that potential to where, like, if he did try to put up a good fight and just keep it rap, it would be interesting enough that if the beat was good enough, or if we really just like one part of the song a little bit more,
If we had the club banger or whatever.
if we had the club banger, it really could just go either way. It could just be up to the audience on who won the battle. And if it ever came up to the audience of who won the battle, like, I'm not really sure, Drake got that easy.
Right. All right. Let's see what Kendrick Lamar had to say when it came to speaks on his intent. This is what NFR podcast said. Kendrick Lamar speaks on what his intent was behind his 2024 run, and his beef with Drake, my intent from day one was to keep the nature of it as sport, which is something else important. Like,
And I saw people say Meet the Grams was not sport.
to me it was.
I mean,
but,
yeah, that was trophy hunting.
right. Let's hear what he got to say right here.
Keep the nature of it as a sport. You know, I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as like as a collaborative effort. You know, that's cool too. But I love when artists grit their teeth. Like I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay Rock. You know, my bro Daylight. This has always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
That's interesting. So I hope this makes sense, right? You know, we've been following your journey for about 15 years, and you have been so consistent in the messaging and the focus, like you said, and you've always moved with integrity. So in a lot of ways, I feel like we thought we knew exactly who you were as an artist in a positive way. And then last year, it felt like you unlocked a whole new dimension for us. But that person, like you said, was always in there. But I'm wondering, do you still surprise yourself sometimes? Did you surprise yourself last year, or was it just us, the fans, with our jaws on the floor, just stunned?
That's a good question.
Glaze.
Surprised myself.
That's what they were saying about her.
I don't
but
think I surprised myself.
that's a good question to me.
They go, what? Do you ever
for me,
surprise yourself?
and for my partners that's been around me since 2005, 2006, like my brothers, they know my personality. They know my capabilities, even when it wasn't presented to the public at first, right? So this is just like a revolving door of what I've been doing in Carson Studios, at the homie garage, or my brothers at TDE, or just anybody around the city of Compton. And
Always such wholesome content, other than Meet the Grams.
Kendrick Lamar speaks on Not Like Us, winning 5 Grammys.
Got home in some quiet time. What was going through your head?
I was just thinking about the culture, really. It's always that for me first. I'm not even bullshitting with you. It's like,
Though he be so calm but cussing
when
up a
people
storm
talk
at the same
about rap,
time.
man,
Right.
the conversations I hear, they think it's just rap, and it's not an actual art form. So when you put records like that at the forefront, it reminds people that this is more than just something that came 50 years ago. They forget that it's even been here 50 years, right? And like kind of like belittle it. So I love to see that it gets that type of recognition for just straight raps, from awards to the billboards, all that, because this is truly just as big as an art form and a genre as any other genre. So that's what I think about, and I feel accomplished being able to do that.
I wanna I wanna stop on this real quick, and I want you to hear some of the sounds on how he felt about GNX and things of that nature, since we love that album. But no matter if he was on the Grammy stage, no matter what he does, I just love that Kendrick Lamar puts hip hop at the forefront of whatever he's doing. Talking about the importance of the genre when these niggas are really out here devaluing the genre. There's niggas out here really doing certain things that make the genre, which was the number one genre at one point, it's kind of dissipating. It's the quality that we're talking about. And for somebody to put hip hop at the forefront of their messaging and to be as deep as he is, I think is great. I think is awesome. And I think it's what hip hop needs, especially in this day and age in 2025 when there's the gimmicks. We even see the old dudes doing the gimmicks. We'll talk about one of them.
Who, iRobot?
He a clone now?
Legend?
I don't know. But what do you think about the comments that you've heard thus far from Kendrick Lamar?
No,
Just about his headspace and what...
Yeah, it's great to hear as well. And like you mentioned, from being one of our vets, one of our top artists, it is great to hear him speak positive of hip hop and of the culture. We know a lot of other vultures or artists who did benefit a lot from hip hop have spoken down on it and tried to tarnish the name. And we did see a few years ago, we had that dip in the sales of hip hop. People weren't really enjoying the music. And I think 2024 and 2023 really did help put hip hop back in that realm of a household name. And I think from the point on, we really need to focus on making the product appealing. For too many years now, we've been able to get away with low quality content because we know it'll spin anyway. And I think having an artist as valuable as Kendrick kind of speak to that as well and say that we need to start caring about the music we make, caring about the product we give our fans and our listeners. I think that's what these new artists really need to hear. Like, enough of the gimmicks, enough of only giving me a good 20 seconds because you're going to play it on TikTok. Like, enough of the bull. Enough of the bull.
Right. There's a nigga at the top that's still keeping that integrity in there. So let's hear.
Right, because we got some of our dudes at the top that are the biggest partakers of the gimmicks and the bull.
Right. 1000%. Kendrick Lamar on how GNX came to be. And this was a great interview. I suggest anybody that wants to hear him talk more about, like, it's always good. This is the kind of stuff that I want to hear from the artist, and maybe we'll have a deeper conversation about what type of media do you want from your artist. Do you want them to answer certain type of questions? Do they owe you certain things like that 15 years in? But this is the type of media that I like. So let's hear him talk about GNX. Like, I want to hear about the music. You know, I want to hear about the slaps. That's the kind of I don't want to hear about the gossip stuff. I don't want to hear about.
Oh no, yeah, no, I can't do that. That's why I have to stop watching Joe Budden. Like, just give me the music. Right. I don't care about the what y'all pranking each other with.
That's what sells, though, Xavier.
Exactly. I don't care about your sales, nigga. Tell me about the music.
All right.
Tell me what's the BPM.
And you brought that energy, and the energy you brought on GNX was an energy that I don't think was really happening in hip hop. Like, it's a Public Enemy level energy. It's a Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted energy.
Sure.
Like, it's a classic, timeless energy. Talk about your headspace between Mr. Morale and this GNX.
Yeah, no, that's great. Go back even further, man. Speaking on that energy, like, it's my cousins was like DJ Quick, and Dre, these folks that my people was playing. So I always had that DNA, and you heard that DNA a little bit on Good Kid, Mad City, but I wanted to tell my story first, right? And fast forward to GNX, I felt it was just a perfect time because not only the energy was lost, but it was the energy that was bubbling inside of me as well. I wanted to go back to the forefront of just the bite and just the grit of rap, just all raps and hard-ass beats. And that's like the basics for me. I thought about, what I used to like when I was a kid. Hard raps, good beats, that's smacking, right? And it was a great transition from Mr. Morale because that was my most intimate. I wanted to go inside of my own psyche and my own personal withdrawals and see how it connects with the public and who can relate. So during this time around, I think it was necessary of coming out of that cocoon and feeling like, okay, I arrived now. I can spread my wings and show every state of who I am as far as Kendrick Lamar.
What you think about that?
You could definitely hear those West Coast early elements in Good Kid, Mad City, that DJ Quick.
Right.
And I do agree it's a really great double side of the coin coming from a very intimate and conscious Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers to a very, very much just, this is who I am, this is the area that I'm from, let me just bar you up real quick with GNX. And I do like that difference in style, that difference in rapping ability, that difference in production, really just showing us I am not a linear rapper, I'm not a linear artist. There are these different levels to what I can provide. And like the artist who shall not be named, we never get the same thing from Kendrick. Every album from Kendrick is completely different. And not too many artists are able to do that. Some artists will just keep giving you the same recycled flow, same recycled beats, same recycled lyrics, and just wait for you to catch on to it before they try to shimmy to something else real quick, or eventually just the gimmick runs out. And finding an artist that is willing to not only just give you something different, but make it impactful, sticking to that narrative. Hey, 101.
Right. He also said that storytelling was one of the things that you can expect from his Super Bowl halftime performance. He said that he loves living in the moment, even though you can't appreciate the past. I do respect him for what I kind of knew already as a Kendrick Lamar fan. I want this to be a sport. Control told me that he wanted this to be a sport. Control told me that he had more of a Kobe, Mamba mentality, Jordan mentality, killer instinct. I'm not going to be friends with none of y'all. I'm going to kill y'all type of mentality versus anything else. That's what showed me that can't nobody really in his era compare to him. And when it comes down to it, as far as a rap battle goes, Kendrick Lamar is going to perform at a high level. So grateful for that. Grateful for GNX for being a slapper. People say that they enjoy that album from Kendrick Lamar more than a lot of things.
Blasphemous. Well, okay. Enjoyed. I would agree. I enjoyed this album a lot more than some of Kendrick's albums, but enjoyed doesn't mean it was a better album.
This is Xavier. I don't know if I'm prisoner
replay value alone. You can put this album, you can put GNX on loop, and you wouldn't even realize you've listened to the album 5 times in a row.
Right.
But overall, as who Kendrick is as an artist, we know he's very narrative, story driven, and I feel like there's a lot of other albums of his, such as even Damn, which I really never considered a classic album. I would say still Damn is a more interesting album than GNX, and I feel like that interesting goes a little bit further than just pure enjoyment for me.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, I enjoy White Chicks. Is White Chicks a better movie than like The Color Purple? The new one, at least, it might be. But
I get what you're saying there. I would probably have, honestly, right now, I don't know if I'm prisoner of the moment. I'll probably have GNX over Damn.
Prisoner of the moment.
T-Pop is still there. Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think those two can move for me. But GNX,
I already told you how I feel about Good Kid, Mad City. We can honestly put GNX over Good Kid, Mad City. Stop. Y'all niggas just
anyway.
Love...
Xavier, stop.
Y'all
Xavier,
niggas
stop.
love the backseat freestyle.
Stop. That out. Stop.
I'm just capping.
All right. Now there's another Gemini, Xavier, and I don't know if you wanted to go to Drake or Kanye, and there was a question posed in the group chat that I was already thinking and cooking up. Who do you think has the biggest downfall between Drake and Kanye? But Kanye West is up to his usual antics. Can you say this is his usual antics, or can you just say this extremely just...
Yeah, I would say this is pretty usual, unfortunately.
Right.
Been here, done that.
Kanye West is tweeting, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know if he's done tweeting or not right at this moment, but he has said some of the craziest things that I've ever seen.
He said that like the towers just dropped. Kanye is tweeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Because there's a meme. It's a meme. It's like when Bron was dapping up the Warriors after he lost in the finals, and it was like, I can't defend Kanye no more. And he just dapped up Steph. Like, he just dapped him up real quick and was like, I'm going off to the bench because I give up. Like, this is me defeated at this point. You can't say he made graduation no more. You can't say he is one of the greatest. To me, Kanye, the greatest artist of our generation, doesn't matter anymore when you're doing stuff like this. I don't understand it. Are you an attention whore? You're an attention seeker. And if attention was a man, you would be bended right over. No protection.
Well, not even a man. You know Bianca be bending that thing over. She might be naked in public, but he naked in the bedroom. Gloves are off here, ladies and gentlemen. That man was wilding for 2 days straight.
Wilding.
Like, we've witnessed a lot
2 days straight. Like
2 days straight. I was on Twitter. I'm like, They in the group chat like, did y'all see what Kanye said? I'm like, he's still tweeting?
Right.
Oh my God, like we've witnessed a lot of crazy Kanye rants. I was there at the Sacramento show when he went on that rant for 20-30 minutes before leaving.
Okay.
I have not witnessed a rant like this before.
Right.
It is never ending. Caps lock is on.
Right.
When did Kanye become a cuck? I did not see that. That came out of left field.
That was his new wife.
It's like he saw
It's
that.
his thing with his new wife.
It's like he saw that Adam 22 video and was like, I want to be that when I grow up. How can I become this? What do you have to do? Where do you sign up at? Because I don't get it. Either that or he really has a thing for public humiliation. Like, he likes to go out in public and he's thrilled, riled up, for lack of better words, turned on even so, by people staring at him and his wife. I saw a picture of his wife in heels, no socks on, in the rain, big ass mink on, stepping in a puddle. Meanwhile, Kanye is just in sweats and a hoodie. What is going on? And then I saw another tweet. They were like, all right, in 2 weeks, we're going to start to get the I can't see my kids tweets.
Right.
Nigga, I wonder why.
Exactly. I would keep them kids away too.
God. And Kim K, keep the children away.
Keep the children away.
Never would I think I was on the side of the Kardashians.
Right. At this point.
Ugh.
Let's do our favorite thing here on Black Ambition Media and Everyday Hip Hop. Diagnose a nigga when we don't know. What we were saying before the podcast, you know, we thought Kanye was what?
A cuck? We were talking about that.
We were talking about his mental issues, Xavier. We were talking about
damn, that nigga got the Antonio Brown. Kanye,
not the Antonio Brown.
Kanye has, yes.
This man
Kanye has the Antonio Brown.
Xavier diagnosed Kanye with
we cracked the code.
CTE.
We cracked the code.
So we came up with a timeline. Kanye had a car crash, right?
Unfortunate
car crash, but he still survived.
Mm-hmm.
Yet and still made Through the Wire, one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time.
All time.
Through that car crash, Kanye obtained CTE.
Late on stage, brought on by the stress of his mother passing. So now we are really starting to see the CTE, the Antonio Brown diagnosis, for lack of better words. The Antonio Brown is starting to leak out of his brain cells. And now we're starting to hear things like, I love Hitler. What now, bitches? What? He is so off the rockers. Antonio Brown replied to one of his tweets like, whoa.
That was too much for him, huh?
What is going on right now? you acting crazy when the crazy guy is looking at you like, what is this dude doing right now?
Right. The crazy guy.
The crazy guy is like, I think you need to talk to somebody.
So Kanye is so far gone, too far gone. I don't know what else to
it's
say.
one thing like Kanye has always been crazy. Kanye has always been unhinged. Kanye has always been off the rails. Kanye has always been ranting.
Yeah,
always been an attention hoe.
Yeah,
but you can be all of those things with one condition.
The music gotta be.
The music gotta be spectacular.
That music gotta be.
Oh my.
Right.
The Vultures 2 and 1 was trash.
Amen.
Trash. Honestly, you can argue anything after Donda was hot garbage water. Definitely not good enough for you to be acting like this. If I'm dropping music like that, I'm gonna be acting like I'm on my best behavior. Like, man, I just donated to this charity. Meanwhile, he's saying stuff like, I refused 3 pictures for children in wheelchairs this week. Whose man's is this?
Somebody take his phone away.
His mother been rolled in that grave. That is crazy.
R.I.P.
Donda.
R.I.P.
Unfortunately, y'all will not be going to the same place. So.
Stop.
I don't know what he is on right now. It's so sad. Like, it's so sad.
Yes, he's one of the greatest artists of all time.
Yes, he's one of the greatest artists of all time. But you can only listen to Graduation so many times. You can only listen to Late Registration so many times. After that, what else did he drop?
Stop. Okay, you dropped My Beautiful Dark. So
Well, we're
finish
talking.
up.
We're talking after
recently.
that.
We're talking about recently.
Because
Okay.
honestly, I'm being nice with Donda. I really did like Donda.
I like Donda.
But after what's the one with the Frank's track?
Life of Pablo.
After the Life of Pablo, and some people even include the Life of Pablo. They include anything after Yeezus, but Yeezus was underrated. Life of Pablo was still a great album, but you can argue anything Kanye's done and released and said after the Life of Pablo is a completely different person. Like, if we can do anything, I like to keep Kanye, and we can denounce Ye forever. Kanye is a hip hop saint. Ye, on the other hand,
agree.
is a dang menace to society.
And the latest thing that we've seen from Kanye's Twitter is he just released.
Oh, not the merch.
Yes, I don't even want to say it. So
What, Nazi tees?
there you go.
He dropped a picture with Jordan in that 45 jersey and said, if you just put a line through it, it looks like a swastika. What drugs is he on?
Something is wrong with his head.
Yeah, it hurt.
And the sad part about it, we're not gonna really understand or know what's going on with Kanye unless I don't know what is going on. But after he dies, then they can examine his brain and really see what was going on there. But
Hey, take
right
the
now,
Dr.
we
Will
can't.
Smith. Didn't Will Smith do a whole documentary on concussions?
It wasn't a documentary, it was an actual movie.
Will Smith did a whole documentary. I forgot he was a medical
documentary.
student for a while. But yeah, unfortunately, I hope if Kanye and Antonio Brown donate their brains to science, we might cure cancer. Like, to know what's going on up there would be insane.
Honestly.
Insane.
I'm glad you brought up Will Smith, though. Did you bring up Will Smith or Big Sean? You brought up one of them niggas.
I think I brought up both of them, actually, for
Right.
different reasons.
So let's take a live listen into pray for Kanye. That's
Bro.
all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I think we ran out of prayers for Kanye. I think we ran out of prayers for
So
Kanye.
what do we say at this point?
Au revoir. Farewell.
Farewell. Goodbyes.
Until we meet again.
Right.
Yeah, peace out. At least make the music good.
Big Sean and Will Smith made a
Two people I would never expect to be
video.
on a song together.
Right.
Actually, they're both cringy enough that I could see them working together.
4.2 million views in 8 days, Xavier. So
I think that's
That's
mostly
one
Will
of them
Smith.
stories I'm not proud of, but it's the truth. I did turn down Neo in the Matrix. I'm not proud of it. Hello.
me too. At one point.
Neo
to
asked
see
me
you,
on a
Sean.
date.
Look, you've made some awesome career choices your whole life.
Thanks.
There's only one you truly regret. Well, maybe two, but we're not gonna focus on that one.
That's messed up.
So I'm gonna give you a
Was
choice.
that funny?
No.
Blue pill. Everything remains the same and you get to move on with your life.
Got it.
Big Sean
Red
started his
pill.
acting career.
You get to go back and star in that movie that got away. The choice is yours.
How did this come along?
I thought Will Smith would have asked to go back in time and not slap Chris Rock, but I guess Neo it is. Neo it is. No, I'm loving the cinematography. I'm loving the concept so far. It's like you always get the option of red pill or blue pill, but what if I took both?
This man.
What if I took both of them
This man.
at the same time?
Let's see.
So the blue, when you said the blue one, is like staying.
The choice is yours.
I heard that part. I'm just want to look. Here's the thing. I really like my life. You
The
don't
choice
know.
is yours.
I know, but you're not listening
choice
to me.
is yours.
You're not listening.
I like the banter.
Whoa,
That was
shit.
good.
Wasn't even an option.
But I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
Overall, Will Smith carrying so far.
Fly as an eagle, fresh out of Philly. Yeah, I still rep the city. Mirrors on the wall, worth $500 million. Cause I'm an icon, somebody you could base your life on. That you should place your sights on. Shot on Canons and Nikons. Turn the cameras and lights on. I've been about the action, master actor. I still rap, feel like Mike when they turn the mic on. And I got will until the wheels fall off. That's just the will, I am my will. Power
saying look like Martin Lawrence.
He just won't quit, won't fold, and won't switch. I wrote the code, I'm Mr. Smith. Cause this is the matrix, this is my regular basis. I am ahead of you players, I'm playing my aces. Every card with the faces. I am a king with a queen, reigning supreme. Been through the rain, mud on my feet, tracks in the street. Fame can be steep, mask off, see my face ain't clean. Did my dirt, made it hurt worse. Went to church feeling cursed, worked on myself, Kintsugi first. Couldn't tell, I've been through hell on earth. The truth and it burns, you live and you learn. No, I'm like Confucius, see life is confusing. I hate when I lose it, but I face the music. Go, why did he do it? See, I'm only human. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah.
Big Sean
I done fell about 1,000,000 times.
I feel like that's hard to beat.
That was a real fine song. Big Sean is in shape.
That's what you call it,
When you keep it G and beat the odds, that's what you call gods. Closer to God, like I'm in a synagogue. I had to quit tripping over shit
that just caught up for me. I just caught up to that bar. When you beat the odds and you a G, that's a god. That's kind of a bar though. When you beat the odds and you a G, G-O-D, that's a god. I mean, that's right up there with some people say bear it with me, but they don't even got to bear it with them. You know who to go to for them cringe bars. I'm here for it. Run it back.
Run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Hold on.
I had to hear that one again. I wasn't ready for that.
Hey.
I wasn't ready for that.
When you keep it G and beat the odds, that's what you call gods. Closer to God, like I'm in a synagogue. I had to quit tripping over shit that is.
God, that was trash. You were supposed to keep playing the music. Nah, that was out of pocket. That was out of pocket. When you beat the when you a G and beat the odds. Hold on. I gotta make sure I get it right.
When you keep it G and beat the odds, that's what you call gods. Closer to God, like I'm in a synagogue.
When you keep it G and beat the odds, we call that God. Hey.
Synagogue.
God, synagogue. That's Big Sean.
I'm not playing the rest of this.
I mean, we've talked about this off camera as well. It is crazy in the year of 2025 to get washed by Will Smith on a track.
Stop, Xavier.
That is insane.
How
are you a professional rapper and got washed by Will Smith on camera? You got me talking like Dr. Umar. How are you a professional rapper and got washed on your own song by Will Smith?
I mean, was it his own song?
He don't even cuss. Will Smith don't even cuss, and he did not have a bar as cringy as when you a G and beat the odds. That's what you call God.
I'm at the synagogue.
Man, boy, that was trash. Nah, and it's unfortunate because no matter who you are, no matter what song you're listening to, we would all agree Big Sean can rap.
1,000%.
Big Sean can rap. And I think that's where we leave it at. He can rap. He could technically rap. It's just don't be hidden no more. I don't know what it is. I call it the Big Sean effect. That was kind of how I was feeling listening to Lil Wayne on that Gelo remix of Tweaker. That's kind of how I was feeling during Collie Grove. And it's just like when you hear the same thing for so long, it's just like, dude, give me 2088. Like, that's all I need. Where is Janae?
And all I'm going to say, you shouldn't be surprised because 1999, 1975, 2005, 2007, 2011, 2013, 2015, 2017.
I did not know Will Smith was this good.
I didn't know.
I never knew Will Smith was a rapper.
I'm going to link the TikTok video in here.
Hey, best video I've ever seen in my life.
Xavier was talking mess, and somebody just had to comment. Somebody made a video talking about, how do you not know Will Smith is a rapper? Xavier.
1999, 1998, 2000, 2005, 2014. He has been on everyone's albums. I'm like, dude.
He had the Men in Black soundtrack.
Yeah, he really thought I only knew Will Smith from Fresh Prince, but anywho. Next on that one.
Right. You mentioned Collie Grove, and who else was on Collie Grove, Xavier?
My boy 2 Chainz.
So, 2 Chainz,
2
and
Chainz.
Larry June, and The Alchemist.
And The Alchemist, a
Drop the
collab I
project.
never knew I needed.
Right.
I never knew I needed that Larry June 2 Chainz collab.
Right.
But I think what really tied it together
Mhm.
was The Alchemist. Was The
1000%.
Alchemist.
I feel like when you're a rapper and you only have to worry about raps, you don't really have to worry about picking the right beats, creating the beats, all this. You have a certified, like, Alchemist is already a legend in the game, and we're gonna have to start talking about Alchemist in maybe different conversations. As
What do you mean the conversations? Like, who are you taking on your team? If you have to build a team around one producer, I know I'm picking The Alchemist over Metro Boomin any day.
Oh, I mean,
so I'm saying, like, what is the conversation?
I mean, I'm just saying,
who is a better
he's in
producer at the moment in the last 5 years than The Alchemist? Does he get as much play and as much notoriety as a Mustard or a Metro Boomin? No,
And
he doesn't make
Alchemist-
those type of beats.
Alchemist has had a long run as well, which is impressive.
Yeah,
So-
he even had his short stint as a rapper himself.
Right, right. So, just to be a rapper and to focus on the raps, like, this was insanely good, Xavier, and I felt like Life is Beautiful is what it's called. It's 11 songs just released.
Right, and this type of production is right up my alley.
Right.
These are the type of beats I live for.
Great production, and the raps made a young black king like myself want to be productive. It made me want to go down and do some push-ups, get an LLC maybe.
Not the LLC.
Create some businesses out of
Mhm,
nowhere,
mhm.
go get some money, and do what I need to do as a young black king. How did you feel about this project, Life is Beautiful?
It definitely didn't make me want to do any push-ups. It's gonna take a lot for all that, but overall, the beats and the production on the album were amazing, and the way that 2 Chainz and Larry June's tackled each song and the way
Right.
their flows kind of bounced off of each other, it was again like the collab I never knew that I needed, but was so glad that I got. And I've been waiting for 2 Chainz to give me that life again. It's been a good minute since I've heard a 2 Chainz song that really had me super hyped. Maybe even since Trap House. What was it? The Trap House?
The pink one. And
Yeah.
all
I
that. Pretty
think
Girls
that was
Love Trap
yeah,
Music.
Pretty Girls Love Trap Music. I think that was around the last time I was really
That was
excited.
2017, my guy.
Hey, this new dimension that we're in got these niggas messed up. But the Pretty Girls Love Trap, I think that was the last time I was really truly excited for a 2 Chainz song or a 2 Chainz project.
Right.
And I think I really did get good glimpses of prime Chainz with this album.
Oh, 1000%.
Right. So, what was it? Colossal was my song.
Mm-hmm.
Colossal was a hit. And just overall, man, it doesn't matter who's on the Alchemist album, he just makes them sound better.
Right. And I liked how each one of them set each other up. Like, if Larry June was the main person on the song, he did the hook, he introed the song, then 2 Chainz came in and killed it. Like,
Right.
I don't know if it was this first song right here or not.
Was that Munyon?
Yeah.
Good morning, bitch ass nigga. Doing numbers and shit.
Yeah, and I think it was this one right
I
here.
switch whips in the AM. Pick up the bagel with the cream cheese. And smoke with a view with a sauce of leaf. Hope for them ones still in the streets. Never had a job.
So Larry just starts, gives you a real smooth song. And then look how 2 Chainz comes in here.
Chanel beads, mind full of greed. Pellegrino lemon squeeze. My car got slanted eyes like it's Philippines. All these are meant to tease, was meant to be. Before you do it physically, you gotta think it mentally. If I put my mind to it, I get it eventually. Started off poor, but I buy a hoe potentially. I'm a pro, talking propensity. Bitches missing me. Niggas know I had the grams for cheap. Ain't no mystery. No, I got the bitch off the hook. Dishes in the sea. Take it out your name, put it in a business entity. Been making millions, ain't no lie. Is you shitting me? Been knew how to aim the fire. Nigga, is you shitting me? Been had Pirellis on the tie. Is you shitting me? I fuck them lashes off your eyes. Bitch, we finna see. I buy a coupe for a surprise, baby. I'm on another tier like a cry, baby. Looking at a chandelier during a wine tasting.
Hey, I'm looking at Chainz like 2024, 2025. LeBron, like
Right,
hey,
like
he
hold on,
he got at least another.
Hold
4.
on, you gonna give me 42 right now?
He at least got another 4 years in him.
Right,
like,
right.
2 Chainz gonna be here for another.
Right, and
for a good
then
minute.
you mentioned Colossal, which was the next one, and I believe Larry June started this song. 2 Chainz started this song off, and then Larry June came in.
Exactly, they were just going back and forth,
Just
bouncing
on
off
it.
each other.
Right.
And I feel like this is perfect because oftentimes Larry June doesn't have enough energy for me.
Okay.
And 2 Chainz is gonna give you that energy.
So you like that?
Yeah, like
back
that,
and forth.
that duality.
Right, the
of it.
duality. Okay.
They asked me where the roof ain't seen. Lost. Yesterday when I woke up, I ate lost. Said she wanna drink my keys. False. Everything I do is real big. Colossal. Everything I do is real. Colossal.
So of course 2 Chainz starts off like this,
Everything
and
I
then
do
here we go
is
right
real.
here.
It's real big. Colossal.
Wow.
Everything I do is real. Colossal. Everything I do is real. Colossal.
Another level, take a photo, kill techie, moving solo. Modern architecture in my condo, bike, GP moto. Flow to ceiling, windows, cape, ray, 40 with extendo. Sip of green juice, mac a bitch, biscuit with the muzzle. Teaming up, hating on me, I don't get it. Nigga said, eyes closed, count a bug. White kicks in the trunk, politicking, rockin' buzz. Count chicken, nigga up. Bitches M's in the tub, like the bread, bitch I'm up. I just call it how I see it, therapeutic when I count it. Talking move a mountain, baking soda, glass bottle. Fundamental situation, funds I'm getting elevated. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger, everything is correlated. In the shoes, match the fit. In the chrome, got the blick. Niggas hoes about the bitch. Okay, cool, you can dip. Niggas talking not the neck, never talking about a check. Do it big, nothing less. Copping rollers with the X.
They asked me where the roof.
Oh my god. Every song was like that where they could set each other up for the lob and they came and they rapped. I really love this project, Xavier. This to me is at least an 8 out of 10 so far. Something that I can just throw on and listen to, be motivated, go get some money, go get something, go achieve my dreams, achieve my goals, go get it.
Amen. Just do it. And I did love the contrast because, like I mentioned, sometimes Larry June just doesn't have enough energy, or sometimes his songs can seem a little linear, where it's just kind of one tone throughout the entire song. And 2 Chainz can kind of match that, but he's also known to give you that energy, give you that just that fun, for lack of better words, whimsical type trap music. And while I did really enjoy this project, I think I need to listen to it a few more times. But for now, I'm going to give it a good 7.5.
Okay. Something that you expected more, or
right.
You expected less of this project.
I did expect less, and that's coming off of 2 Chainz's last collab album. So this is definitely a better project than Collie Grove to me.
1000%.
I left Collie Grove in 2023.
2024.
I haven't thought about it except for maybe 2 songs. And when I was leaving that project, I really thought that 2 Chainz was the problem for me on that album. Like, Wayne is gonna be Wayne. He's gonna give you the bars, but I just think the production on the album didn't suit 2 Chainz enough, and I feel like this style is more up his alley, and he's really able to showcase his ability. Right. So overall, 2 Chainz did great. Larry June did his thing as well. Alchemist showcasing why he's the best producer out, and who knows, a few more listens, this might have to be bumped up to an 8 as well.
1000%. We gonna be listening to that. Xavier, another drop happened the weekend. Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Man was screaming on the cover.
22 tracks. Had features from, of course, Playboi Carti, which we had that, which was the lead single. He had Future, Travis Scott, Lana Del Rey were amongst some of the features of this album. What did you think of it? To me, very smooth listen. I liked it from track 1 all the way down. Gave me a great feel of, partying, happy.
Yeah, man.
Good music, good quality music.
Yeah.
Not all for me.
Because you're a hater.
Maybe I am, but The Weeknd has not always all been for me. But, you know, it sounds good. I can say production and give kudos to where kudos is due. I mean, you're not Mike. You might have a little
Mike.
soft voice, but you're not Mike, bruh.
He's not Mike. But if The Weeknd could put a little two-step together, people would say he's better than Chris Brown. No debate.
I don't know about all that. Come on, man. Chris Brown.
Bro. I have never been to a Weeknd concert. I most likely will never go to a Weeknd concert. My dad has gone to a Weeknd concert before.
Really?
Just from listening to this album, I can see how much fun or how much of a good time I would have at a Weeknd show, especially if this is the type of production. Just going from the first song, everything was so cinematic. If there was a live orchestra, which he definitely could have done with as much money as he has doing arena tours, he could have had that live orchestra. That would have took this album to a astronomically different level. But overall, the production and the vibes that I'm getting from this are very cinematic. Like, he has a very good story to tell. But then there were some tracks that I got a glimpse of. Maybe I think this is what Drake was trying to do with Honestly Nevermind. And I got a lot of those good party techno songs. Made me feel like I was drinking a martini in a club in Europe. And I got that from The Weeknd. Great project. My only complaint is many of those songs are over 3 minutes long.
Xavier, you cannot blame an artist.
5 minutes.
Right.
5.5 minutes. And like, I'm not blaming an artist for having a long song. Actually, I'm the guy that says, dude, stop giving me a 1 minute song, 1 minute, 2 minute song. Like, put some effort into it. Give me a longer song. But if after minute 2 you have nothing else to say, leave it at minute 2. You don't need to give
It's
me
gonna be the same
right.
kind of.
You don't gotta give me a 4-minute track if you're just looping what you did in minute 2. I'm listening to I'm on 3 minutes. I'm like, wait, we already went through this verse. Like, what are we doing? It's just the same thing. And while a lot of the songs were great, they didn't need to be that long. 2-3 minutes in, I'm like, man, nothing really has changed. Like, what was it, Abyss with Lana Del Rey? Abyss was a really good song.
Yeah,
really good song. Nothing changes throughout the entire song.
Right. She
We get
comes
to
in the last minute.
The last minute, and all we get from Lana Del Rey is some ooh, ooh. You could have put that in the first minute, and the song could have been over. That song could have been 2 minutes, and I would have got the same effect from a 4-minute track.
Right.
And that's my only complaint is, if you're gonna do a song that is longer than 3 minutes, I need some depth. I need some initiative to go a step further than to just stay in a single tone for 4 minutes and think I'm going to be as engaged as I was. My enjoyment for the album did falter, did fade a little bit after like track 10. Not to say that the songs after that were bad. It was just, damn, I'm still listening to this song. Shit.
Sure.
Like, dang, I was just like, I just needed something new.
Would you have said or classified this as, because it is classified under R&B soul album instead of pop?
This was 100% pop.
To me too.
This was dance. This was pop. Elements of techno. I would say maybe there were some R&B elements,
1000%, and
but
song, right.
a distinctive R&B album.
Right.
I'm not
Our
putting
sound,
this. I'm not putting this in any category next to Bell Bib DeBow. I'm not putting this on anything next to Bobby Brown or Luther. Like, that's what I think of as R&B or neo soul or soul. I don't think of The Weeknd as maybe some R&B, but especially this album was not an R&B album at all.
I totally agree. I would probably give this.
What they meant to say is, this is a pop track made by a nigga, aka R&B.
R&B. I'll give this probably a 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
And I'll probably give it the bump and give it an 8 because of the production of each song.
Production was incredible.
Incredible.
Like, I would go to the show just to listen to the instrumentals, just to listen to the production.
Right.
Like, because he's doing these giant shows.
Right.
Listening to that with them big old speakers and the bass at an arena would be insane. So I would go off the strength of the production alone.
Right.
But overall, yeah, I'll give it a good 7.
Okay. Do you have any closing remarks on Drizzy Drake? He is dropping an album on Valentine's Day with Party Next Door next Friday. He did tell his fans that he will have something with the one-on-one conversation when the time is right, sometime this year.
Ooh.
So Drake album is coming. Lawsuit pending. He is out in Australia doing tours with bullet holes. He's changing lyrics to spite LeBron James. So Drake is doing a lot. Any comments or anything on the Drake antics far before we get out of here?
One thing on the Drake antics that I did notice is I did see a glimpse of him at his show in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
His hair is getting a little long. So one thing we all can look forward to is Drake cutting his hair again for court. So looking forward to the court cut fade. Other than that, we just see Drake being Drake.
Yeah.
He is trying to keep himself busy and act like he is not getting right on his Instagram and watching the clips from the Grammys. But I completely understand. I was watching clips from the Grammys. I didn't watch the Grammys.
Right, me either.
I was watching clips from the Grammys, and I was like, dude, if I was Drake, I'd be beside myself right now. I'd be hurting. He's getting to witness people that he name dropped in his song dance hard, sing the lyrics.
Taylor got you wiped out.
Taylor Swift was holding a drink, twerking to Not Like Us, screaming, sweep, sweep. Oh, I'd be hurting. I'd be hurt. Blue Ivy and Beyonce over there clapping singing
like a gospel hymn.
Oh my!
They not like us. They not like us.
It was crazy. Crazy. Watching Kendrick walk onto the stage as the whole crowd screams pedophile and A minor. Oh my God. That was one of the few times where I really did feel bad for Drake. Wow. I actually did kind of feel bad. I was like, dang, what did he do to make them niggas that mad? That was tough. No, because I was like, dang, I didn't know Taylor was really beefing with him like that, because she was dancing hard. She was dancing so hard, a lady behind her had to tap her like, hey, you're right here. You're in my bubble. Like, on her. They said that she was doing I could do the whole dance without spilling my drink. I'm like, crazy. Loved every second of it. Drake, we're praying for you.
Yeah, because Super Bowl is about to be crazy, and somebody should be watching Drake.
And I said, isn't Australia on a different time? So ain't he watching this shit anyway?
Yeah, he gonna be up at 3 a.m. watching the Super Bowl.
No,
Drake, I know you watching it, bro.
He gonna be up at 3 a.m. crying, eating ice cream, watching In the Heights reruns or something.
Degrassi
reruns. Jimmy.
Right. Well, is that all we got? That's it, huh? We covered everything, man.
Yeah, man.
We will be back next week. Another episode of Everyday Hip Hop, Black Ambition Media. We out.